Alright, for the Megami Tensei community, I'm going to be moving next month, so I wanted to capture my game room before it changes or get reduced in the future. So, kind of walking in to my room, I have this Lawson Metaphor Refantasio kind of banner. And then when you go inside, you kind of have a lot of the collection. So, I wanted to start off with the games. This shelf pretty much houses all the games. Um, this section's primarily for handheld, specifically mostly Japanese titles. Uh, I have pretty much all of them. Some of the probably more collectible ones. I have Jack Bros here. This is the American version, and these are the American copies of Revelations of Demon Slayer and Demi Kids Light and Dark. But up here we have a lot of the Japanese only titles. Probably, like, we have like some hard ones, like we got the Game Gear games. But these are all the Japanese versions of Dark and Ice. And here's Shin Megami Tensei 1 and 2. Here we have a lot of the PS1 and Sega Saturn titles. Also, we have a lot of the steelbooks. I do have all the steelbooks, but most of them are kept in their special editions. But probably the hardest one, took me the hardest to find, was Persona 3 and 5 Dancing steelbook from Gale, I think. And a lot of the PS1 games, Sega Saturn games, Shin Megami Tensei 1 and 2. We also have a Mega CD, Shin Megami Tensei. And I believe this is Super CD of Shin Megami Tensei also. We've also got some interesting, you'll see it all around, some interesting kind of merch. Here's a cassette tape that has Megami Tensei's, a little bit of their soundtrack. And this was, I really love the Persona concert, Persona Live. So this is it's kind of like a pin that has the audio of this whole concert. It's a pin with an MP3 player inside. Up here are all the DS and 3DS games. I would say this is also the 25th anniversary, like the Strange Journey. Here we have special editions for Nocturne and Megami Tensei If. And we also have a kind of a collection of like promo CDs. So this would be like the Metaphor promotional DVD that I would play in stores. Here's a review copy of Persona 5. So it's the same base game. This is a promo DV of Nocturne. Promo DV of Shin Megami Tensei 5. A promo DV of 5 Vengeance. This is a promo DV of 5 Royale. And this is a review copy of Persona 5 Royal. So, pretty interesting stuff. Another hard to find merch, I wish I could get this in the box, was the Nocturne memory card by Hori. And then you'll see a lot of like kind of like merch they would sell in stores in Japan, stickers, AR trading cards. Here I have the Shin Megami Tensei 4 3DS, and behind there is the Persona Q 3DS XL. We also have like these Devilizer guns, like this is a disc version, it's like an AR version, and then this would be the like a booster set for that gun in the back. Here we have some more games. Kind of got some collection cards. This is a Persona Revelations for the PC. Kind of a pretty interesting find. And then we have the limited run PS4 and Switch of 3 and 4. This is Nocturne, the Japanese special edition. We also have some interesting pachinko or like patch slot merch. In here's some Persona 4 golf balls. This is, I'm assuming a reward that they would have had, but this is like a tissue box for the Persona 4 slot machine. And this would be like another reward for the Devil Survivor 2 slot machine. There's some golf balls in there, some other stuff. Up here, lots of Jack Frost plush. And then we got the P5 PS4 controller. And in the back right there is the PS4 Pro, the Persona 5 Royale Limited Edition, and it has the white, that's the white version. Back here we got King Cross and a Shin Megami Tensei Tokyo Apocalypse VHS. More plushies. And this is the P4 Ultimate Fight Stick with Aegis. Down here we have most of the other games in the library. So we have probably the heavy hitters, Persona 1 and 2 for the PS1. And we have the limited run releases. I was able to get all the like the foil. These are all the foils of those variants. But we pretty much have all the rest of the games here that were released in English. Kind of an interesting one is the PSP3 Portable PAL Collector's Edition. P4 Golden Solid Gold Edition for the Vita. Down here, more of the Megami Tensei games. We've got a Devil Summoner 2, Radio plush. These are all the Super Famicom games. And kind of an interesting game, Makin Shao. This has very similar art to P2, honestly, with the same artist. And here we have most of the art books that would have come out for these games over the years. Really nice to look through them. And then down here we have I'd say about 2/3 of the strategy guides that would have released for these games, the Japanese strategy guides. A lot of the earlier titles had multiple strategy guides, so it's pretty hard to track them down. On this shelf, I've got some more plush, skateboard, posters. Up here I got one for Tokyo Apocalypse. Back there I have one for Shin Megami Tensei 9. But here we have some more special editions for Portable and 4 Golden, Shin Megami Tensei 9, 5 Royale, the 4 Golden Vita. This is the P4 Ultimate Fight Stick. But you're going to see some random merch. I've got like coffee grinds. And down here we have all the manga that's been released. This is 4, 3, Devil Survivor, 4 Arena, Q. Down here we have a lot of some of the Catherine games. We got a Japanese Vita version up here. but the special editions for the 360 and PS3 and PS4. And then here we have the P5 Scramble special edition. This is the PlayStation.com PS3 Persona. This is PS3. PS2 Persona 3 release from PlayStation.com. The P4 Arena European Limited Edition. And then we have the Ultimax Teddy set. And then this is the PS3 version. Here we've got more strategy guides. And then the art books. Down here we have the P5 Special Edition, Take Your Heart. I did get it signed by their voice actors of Ryuji and Akechi and Shibuya, the subway announcer. And we got the P5 mangas, guides. Right here we have all the Persona magazines. There's it's all of them. They're just like behind each other. And some pretty interesting strategy guides for like Persona. And then here we have Persona 2. And I believe back here we have Devil Summoner. And then we have a lot of the weekly Famitsus that have front covers for these properties. It's just a lot of them. They look really nice and they're super cheap. Back at the beginning, I do have another kind of magazine stand. Kind of keep the other strategy guides, Shin Megami Tensei Con manga, Catherine art books. And then on this shelf, kind of more like Soul Hackers, Metaphor Fantasio. Got the stupid G Fuel. This is special editions, Japanese and North American. This is a pretty nice pin set, actually. Little section for Soul Hackers 2. Got the Soul Hackers 2 Special Edition with the steelbook in there. In here, another random merch shout out. Got the Swiss Army Knife Soul Hackers collab. It came in 3 colors. I think like blue, white, and red, or blue, black, and red. But I got them. Some Shin Megami Tensei 5 pins and plushes. SMT5. Kind of all the different variants of that. Soundtracks. A lot of Jack Frost figures, gotchas. Right here, we have a lot of the vinyl that's been released. Probably, I would say the hardest one that took me to find was the... Nope, not that one. Let's see. Ours right here. Yeah, this is the P4 Dancing vinyl. But we have most of them here. 8-Bit and Fangame are really pulling through with that. Sadly, all the Funko Pops, the rest are in the back behind it. Some more kind of card merch. It's like a whole box set. Kind of like the mini vinyls. Got a Beat, Hymn of the Soul, P3 Special Edition, G Fuel. Here we've got like some of the skateboards. Got Metaphor Refantasio, P3 Portable, male and female protagonist. Over here, I've got a glass display case. It's pretty interesting stuff. This is the P3 potato chips. I just ended up getting a box that had all the flavors. I think there's like a P5 bag, you know, a lot of different potato chips in there. In here, we've got some Atlas promo water, Big Jack Frost, some alcohols. We've got more. We got whiskeys for 3, 5, Royale, and 4. And then that's the kind of Southeast Asia P5 Tactica Special Edition. Here, more whiskey for apparently 5 Vengeance. And we've got more alcohol here for 4, Soul Hackers 2, and 5 Vengeance. And here, not really related, but I do have a Dreamcast kiosk, and I keep my Connects in there. And I don't have a TV yet for this kiosk, but I keep all my soundtracks here. And behind these there's more, but a lot of these are just the drama CDs. And lastly, I do have these pachinko machines. These are some slot machines. They do work. This one's for P5. And I have here, this is the pachinko machine for Persona 4. Probably the only one of all these that I actually play regularly, because it's actually a pretty fun kind of retelling of the story. Yeah, levers here. And down here are the rest of them. This is a slot machine for Persona 4. Slot machine for Devil Survivor 2. This is a slot machine for Nocturne. This one took a very long time to find. It's really old. There's not a lot of kind of documentation on it. But they do work. And I have another pachinko machine for Persona 3 that I have to do some repairs on. But that was pretty much everything. I just wanted to show what I had before I moved, because this room may look a lot different or exist in a lot smaller of a capacity in the future. So, thank you.